Science fiction often depicts a wide range of starships journeying through the cosmos, but many early depictions of spacecraft in television and film followed familiar designs: rockets, flying saucers, and similar forms. When Gene Roddenberry began developing Star Trek, he knew he wanted the show to break away from these cliches, creating a universe with visually distinct starships. Nearly 6 decades later, Star Trek's starship designs remain iconic, standing apart from other sci-fi ships across the genre. How the USS Enterprise redefined starship design. During the development of Star Trek, the original series, Gene Roddenberry spent considerable time researching spaceship designs, investing in ensuring the ships of his universe felt innovative. Art director Walter "Matt" Jeffries was tasked with designing a ship that was unlike anything viewers had seen before. The resulting design, the USS Enterprise, was so striking that even a simple silhouette of its saucer, secondary hull, and twin nacelles could be instantly recognized by almost anyone familiar with the show. Roddenberry was adamant that the Enterprise shouldn't resemble rockets or flying saucers, and Jeffries rose to the challenge, inventing a completely new shape for the futuristic starship. The Enterprise's saucer-shaped primary hull, elongated nacelles, and elegant curves broke away from the conventions of mid-century sci-fi spacecraft. This unique design helped distinguish Star Trek from its contemporaries, and the Enterprise quickly became one of the most recognizable spaceships in fiction. The evolution of Starfleet vessels across the Star Trek franchise. As Star Trek evolved with new series and films, so did the designs of Starfleet starships. However, each iteration of the USS Enterprise, whether in the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, or Star Trek Discovery, retained the core design principles established by Jeffries. Though the ships might have sleeker or more modern appearances, their shapes consistently reference the iconic silhouette of the original USS Enterprise. For Star Trek The Next Generation, designer Andrew Probert introduced the USS Enterprise D, which pushed the design in a more organic direction. While the ship featured a larger saucer section and lowered nacelles, it still maintained the recognizable elements of its predecessor. Probert's ability to evolve the design while keeping it recognizable is a testament to the enduring strength of Jeffries' original vision. Other Starfleet ships also evolved over the years. The USS Voyager, for example, featured a more streamlined, unified design with a sleeker hull that emphasized modernity and speed. The NX-01 Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise took a more industrial approach, reflecting the early days of space exploration with clear influences from real-world aerospace design. Despite these changes, all Starfleet vessels retained a visual connection to the USS Enterprise, maintaining a lineage that dates back to the 1960s. The Klingon and Romulan influence on ship design. While the Federation starships remain central to Star Trek, the franchise also introduced several iconic alien vessels, further showcasing the creativity and innovation of its design teams. The Klingon bird of prey and Romulan warbird, for instance, became just as recognizable as the Enterprise itself. The angular, aggressive lines of the Klingon ships and the sweeping, grandiose shapes of the Romulan vessels reflected the distinct cultures and ideologies of these alien civilizations. Unlike the Federation's sleek and unified designs, Klingon ships emphasized a more battle-ready aesthetic with their sharp angles and menacing forms. Romulan vessels, on the other hand, often featured grand, bird-like designs that conveyed both elegance and power. Despite their differences, these alien ships are tied to the Star Trek universe by their consistent visual language, grounded in Jeffries' foundational work. Modern ship designs in Star Trek Discovery and beyond. With the advent of modern visual effects and CGI, Star Trek ships have seen further refinement and evolution. In Star Trek Discovery, the titular USS Discovery took inspiration from Ralph McQuarrie's in-use designs for a canceled Star Trek film, creating a starship that felt both futuristic and retro. The ship's angular form, retractable nacelles, and bold visual style represented a significant departure from previous designs, but it still paid homage to the legacy of the USS Enterprise. Similarly, in the recent Star Trek Picard series, the appearance of various Starfleet vessels has balanced nostalgia with innovation. The USS Enterprise that appears in Star Trek, Picard features more detailed construction and struts, showcasing the modern era's attention to production design while staying true to the visual DNA of the franchise. The timelessness of Star Trek ship design. What makes Star Trek starship design so unique is not just the technical artistry, but the emotional resonance these ships carry. For many fans and characters, the starship is not just a vehicle, it's a home. The design of these vessels reflects not only futuristic technology, but also the values and ideals of exploration, teamwork, and discovery that Star Trek embodies. Whether it's the original USS Enterprise or the sleek vessels of Star Trek Discovery, the ships of the Star Trek universe continue to stand out as some of the most innovative and memorable creations in science fiction. Their designs, forged from the imagination of Walter Matt Jeffries and continued by successive generations of artists, remain a testament to the franchise's enduring influence on the genre.